Hey, welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. It is Wednesday, the 5th of September 2018, and I'm here for your daily tarot reading. Welcome. As I say every day, this is for no particular astrological sign. I'm just feeling into the general astrological energies and then using the tarot to see what other messages may be around. But if you've been guided here today, there could be a message here for you. So I apologize, I didn't upload a reading yesterday. One of those days that every moment seemed to be filled, which is okay. You know, those days happen. I would love to fill my days doing readings, but that's just not how my life flows at the moment. This is, only the second time I've been home during the day in a really long time. So yay. So today, last night, Australian Eastern Standard Time, the moon moved into Cancer. So we can feel a little bit softer, a little bit quieter, a little bit more nurturing, a little bit more wanting to stay home. It feels safe, it feels secure, it feels like you want to be around your children and your loved ones and make yummy food and sit by the fire. It's all about using the grounded energy that's around with the Sun in Virgo, Saturn, Mars, and Capricorn in Saturn, Mars, and Pluto in Capricorn. And Uranus and Taurus. There is a lot of Earth energy around to really ground us, to really bring our conversation and thoughts. Because the Mercury in Leo is sextiling Venus in Libra, our conversation and thoughts are kind of sparkling and alive, but really grounded. But it will really involve romance, the arts, and finances, and you'll have a real confidence with that. Venus rules Libra. Venus is soon moving into Scorpio, and we are going to feel that. It's going to be passionate and intense, and looking forward to that. I mean, Venus in Libra is beautiful too, because obviously with Venus ruling Libra, Venus is pretty happy there. So it is an ideal day with this energy. It's an ideal day of negotiation. Energy is more collaborative in nature, more harmonious, more balanced. So we have a lot of sextiles around as well, and it's just there's, Jupiter and Scorpio in a sextile relationship with Pluto and Capricorn. It's all about letting go of the past, letting go of things that are keeping you stuck, because we have Mars and Capricorn in a relationship with Chiron and Aries, and Chiron is all about the wounded healer, and Mars rules Aries, so it's all about action, it's all about moving forward. What stopped you? What old wound has stopped you from moving forward? Perhaps in love, perhaps in allowing more abundance, more opportunity in, maybe playing small. Have you been playing small? And it's a real time to go inward, soften into this Cancerian, intuitive energy. Allow yourself to be receptive, because the Sun in Virgo is going to be able to analyze any feelings that come through, because it has a harmonious relationship to the moon in Cancer as well. So, Cancer, the moon in Cancer, the moon rules Cancer. It allows us to be more intuitive, softer, more heart in our heart space, more in our sensitivity and our emotional nature. And Virgo has the ability to analyze those feelings and to bring them into grounded practical action. So we really have the ability to transform today, letting go of any past wounds, anything that's kept us stuck, kept us in self-sabotage or procrastination, because you're really feeling like letting go of the past is a real necessary change. Letting go of all those past narratives, beliefs, those timelines, those storylines that's kept you stuck, kept you wounded, kept you not being able to move forward and really harness this Jupiter and Scorpio energy. So Pluto's there now to allow us to have that deep transformation, manifest a breakthrough, and then you'll be able to access those amazing opportunities to make your own good fortune on an absolutely grand scale. We ought to move forward with ease once these wounds are accepted, because through acceptance brings healing. We just really need to accept where we are, where we've been, the stories we have been telling, how detrimental they've been, create some new beautiful stories, some new narratives, some beautiful affirmations or mantras, whatever works for you. And yeah, just to create an opportunity for abundance, to step into your abundant potential. First, through healing and regeneration, though. Have to go through the challenges of healing. The uncomfort of really looking at yourself. This is, it's the common theme of my channel. It seems to be what Spirit wants me to communicate most. And I guess because I've lived this is what I'm here to share. That we can come from deep anxiety, depression, pessimistic thinking, and abusive backgrounds to really transform ourselves into this open, spacious, expanded version, and allow Spirit to really just use us for what we're supposed to be doing here, to let go of the fragmentation, to allow ourselves to be present with what is, with deep acceptance and reverence for the magic of life, no matter how hard. It's all a gift that all leads to a greater sense of strength, wisdom, and beauty. If you can keep softening into it and not resist it and not mask it with drugs or codependency, whatever your choice of addiction is. Anyway, I talk about this so much. I mean, if you listen to me on a regular basis, it's probably getting a bit boring. Anyway, this is a message for someone that's come here today, because this is the moon in Cancer energy. It's soft. This reminds me of my 14-year-old son, yeah? He can mask his feelings if he wants to. He can, we can stop the flow of the uncomfort, or we can be receptive to it and offer, in doing so, and being receptive to this healing energy that's around. For the transformational energy that's really grounded, we can offer this cup of compassion and intuition to ourselves first. And once we've filled ourselves up with acceptance, compassion, and love, then we're able to offer it out to others. So it's softening into this moon in Cancer energy today. Yeah, which will lead you to your 10 of Cups. This is complete emotional fulfillment. What are we here for but to feel good? I mean, why do we want everything that we want? Isn't it just to feel good? And what if we could feel good first, regardless of any external circumstances? Just because we are, just because we're breathing, just because we get to connect to other awesome human beings every day, just because we are the power of our own vibration. We get to choose how we vibrate every day. We get to choose our experiences by what we're thinking and feeling, and therefore attracting. We create this through first a receptivity and trusting our intuition to take us to our deepest, most compassionate place. To allow this joy to flow in. To not block it, I'm hearing. There's the moon. The moon's in Cancer, in the watery realms of Cancer. And this is, allowing those feelings to come through. Trusting your intuition will lead you to that expansive Jupiter energy, that Jupiter in Scorpio. Scorpio is a water planet, a water sign, along with Cancer and Pisces. Because, justice, there is a sense of fairness and justice to a deception that's played out in your life. There's been a deception here, but there's going to be, an evening up of karma. This is the card of Libra. And this is Venus in Libra. So this could have been a deception in love, I'm hearing. Because this is kind of a loving energy and emotional energy. Maybe you've been deceived when we have the Lovers and the Ace of Cups under here. So there could have been a deception in a loving relationship, and now you're understanding that it was all attracted to you. You brought this energy in to learn. And we can choose to learn from it, or we can choose to keep lying to ourselves and looking outside ourselves for justice. Or we can understand that all of these things that flow into our lives are for our greatest growth. And if we continue to fill our own cup of love up, if we, instead of beating ourselves up for choices, the choices we make, looking at things as lessons rather than mistakes, and growing from them every time, growing from them and coming back to a place of deep emotional fulfillment and love for yourself, regardless of anything that's happening externally. Feeling into the watery magic of life, regardless of having an external lover, or even if something that you felt may have been unfair in the past, and it really hurt you, you can still do things to keep you feeling good. Yes, you understand, you sit with the uncomfort, you sit with the pain of the deception, but then, instead of looking outside yourself and blaming someone else and looking for justice, find it within yourself. Forgive. Let go of all bitterness and resentment and come back to that integrated aspect of yourself, the merging of masculine and feminine. This is the card of Gemini. It says Venus. And we have Venus in Libra here. The lovers. This is also Gemini because it's the lovers. Letting go of duality, understanding that everything is fair because we choose it. We choose all of this. And if we're looking outside ourselves to blame, we'll never find a solution. We'll never find, we'll never get you back to balance. We'll never lead you to emotional fulfillment. Because there's some secrets here. This is the card of Pisces. So we're dealing with Pisces, Libra, Gemini. There's a sense of wanting emotional fulfillment I'm hearing, but you're fearing being deceived. There's different messages, obviously, because there's different messages coming through for whoever's been guided to this. I'm just an instrument of greater consciousness, whatever you want to call it, spirit, the divine. There's an offer of love here from a Pisces, a Libra, or a Gemini, but someone's fearing that there's secrets, there's deception. But this offer of love is genuine, and it can lead you to this Ten of Cups. So that's for someone. And you have this ability, I'm hearing this is Chiron and Aries, Mars and Capricorn. This is the card of Aries. This is the Emperor. You have the ability to be the Emperor in your own life. So regardless of what's going on externally, regardless of being offered love or not being offered love, whoever this reading pertains to, whoever this message pertains to, you can find your own emotional fulfillment. You don't need anyone externally to get you to this place. You offer it. You offer it to yourself. Your cup of love needs to be filled up to overflowing, and you need to be in your own power. This is Freya. She's a Nordic goddess. She rules over an empire. She's strong, she's wise, she's feminine. She's integrated both masculine and feminine. She is really living from an open, clear heart chakra and solar plexus. She's connected into unity consciousness as well, and able to express herself so clearly. All of her energy centers are balanced. But it has to come first from, to reach this unity consciousness, which is the crown chakra, we need all our lower chakras to be open and balanced, and stepping into your own internal power and tapping into your own emotional support, which is the sacral, being that emotional support for yourself, letting go of these base energies of needing. This can be the shadow side of the throat chakra, using words to deceive, playing games, lying. I'm hearing lying, deception. And this is a secrecy sort of energy as well. But Pisces can also be kind of seen as the third eye. And so all of our chakras need to be balanced if we want to attract this into our lives. First, to actually attract this love into our lives, we need to find that emotional balance for ourselves, that wholeness, that power of the Emperor. That love for ourselves, that softening. Understanding our shadow, I'm hearing. Getting to the shadowy realms of, the Chiron energy. Pluto wants to transform those wounds. And I can hear some, yay, swallows. They always come in the spring. We've got a little nest. You might see them fly by me. It's so amazing. Got a little nest just above me here. They come in the eaves, and yeah, at the beginning of spring they always come. So we have new experiences and possibilities. And I saw this card when I was getting out the deck, and I thought to myself at that moment, this would be the perfect card. So I think I may manifest it. And it's 18. 1 and 8 is 9. And 9 is all about spirituality and completion, integrity, wisdom. Yeah. To have integrity and wisdom, we need to be honest with ourselves, yeah? That's who we've got to be honest with first. It's the only way we can ever be honest with anybody else. So, look around in nature, notice new beginnings, new experiences and new choices being shown to you. They will only be evident if you take the time to look for these subtle messages. You are on the first steps along a new path. You are being offered a blank page. What are the first words you would like to write on it? Your possibilities are endless. You are in complete control of your life. This is a new beginning on your journey. Live in the present and trust in your own abilities. Plant your seeds and willingly venture into new territory. The new territory is a complete transformation of what's kept you stuck, a complete transformation of being authentic, transparent, dropping the swords, dropping the facade. I'm hearing, dropping the facade. Open heart space, expressing yourself. Be open to new experiences, new love, I'm hearing. Be open to whatever wants to come your way. Open and curious and playful and loving. Anyway, I love you. Have an amazing Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.